Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you were following us last week, we actually did several videos, the last couple weeks actually, of these Tsunodas. These are the 200 millimeter pliers. The previous one was just the standard, 8-10 millimeter plus thickness on the head here. But these Tsunodas here are actually a thin profile design that actually taper down to 2 millimeters. So, and I discussed in that video the benefits of that plier, and we'll talk about that in this video too. If not, go back, check out this video. I actually might even put a link in there for you guys too, just to go back and see, to get caught up on the benefits of this plier. But let's go ahead, let's take a look here at IPS's version. And I mentioned previously that obviously this is a straight edge. They also had I believe a 30 to 45 degree angle version of this one as well. Exact same color and everything. It just has a bent head. Well, that's where these IPSs, I actually bought these around the same time, have their own bend themselves. This one is a 20 degree bend. And let's jump in here. This is IPS part number BW-200. And I imagine that 200 refers to, yes, once again, the overall length of the pliers. So 200 millimeters from head to tail. And what's nice about these is now I also have a wrench that allows me to go in at a 45 degree angle to the work that I'm trying to grab. And I think the benefits of this one are more so going to be pronounced, especially in plumbing and tight spaces. If any of you guys are plumbers or working on your house or do it yourself guys, these are going to work really good because it's going to give you that ability to kind of come in there, grab, and get that twisting leverage on your fasteners. Whereas these ones are going to be more of kind of like your head on. If you need to get in there, get a good grab, and use them, that is beneficial. Now these jaw types aren't the same. If you watch my last video, you'll notice that there's actually a very unique purpose to this jaw structure here that makes it very good at gripping. Whereas this style here on the IPS, and actually here, we'll let you guys take a side view here. IPS BW-200. And guys, this is a sticker. Not super happy about that. I wish that was like raised lettering, or even I have to even take laser etched at this point. But for whatever reason, this is a sticker that will come off with time. So good luck remembering that part number. And this is a sticker as well. This is made in Japan. But anyways, the jaw on this is going to be more of your traditional. Right, the teeth are very much serrated, not super sharp in comparison, but they do open and then come down to a finer closing. Now I will mention, looking at this, there is one thing I do like and one thing I don't like about this jaw structure is I do like that these teeth actually keep going in this horizontal direction this way. So as you grab something, right, in this direction, it's going to stay parallel. If you're grabbing this direction, it's going to want to kind of grab it slightly offset. So that is a unique design for those teeth to continue instead of bending and going this direction. They keep that same direction all the way throughout while you grab onto fasteners. So that is pretty neat. What I will say though is, looking very closely, these teeth are just a simple forging. There is no machine work done to these after the fact. There is machine work done to the face and to the back here, but inside there itself, that is not machine. That is just a forging. So it is relatively rough, not as great as I imagined. Now they also do have cutters here too. Let me give it a shot. It appears to cut just fine. Although I feel like these actually cut just a tad bit better, a little bit cleaner, a little bit quicker. Yeah, just a tad bit better on these. Now, talking about teeth once again, these ones are actually machined. Now, hard to tell here, but these are actually then painted after the fact. And I believe it's a powder coating, but I could be wrong. So back to these, then, and the finish on these is going to be a chrome and a nickel chrome kind of satin finish, which is nice. It's a good finish. It's a good resilient, durable finish for this Chromium-Vanadium. This is Chromium-Vanadium steel. So relatively durable. Now, jumping in here as far as uses, let's take a quick look. You can see here, obviously, fixtures. Actually, let's take this back. This is actually electrical work in a junction box. So you're able to get inside there and tighten down right, that nut. Obviously, you could cut up to 2 millimeter. It recommends. And here on the back, it goes through basically talking about the settings. You have 5 settings on here, depending on how much opening you need. And I believe the overall opening here is 40 millimeters. So definitely larger than these pliers, although these are 3 positions. But the maximum opening it recommends is 32 millimeters. So you get an extra opening dimension for being able to remove, those larger fasteners, or maybe just grasp onto larger items. At this point, you're probably not grabbing onto too many fasteners at that size, but maybe you are. Maybe there's a wheel bearing nut or what have you that you're grabbing onto. Now, I want to take a look at the hardness. So hardness scale of this is going to be 44 to 52. That's kind of a broad spectrum if you ask me. Right, you're looking at 8 points essentially between 44 and 52. Whereas if you look at the Sonodas, they are going to come in at 49 to 53. So much tighter tolerances between those two. And overall, 53 is going to be a higher number than 52 on these. So hardness, and you guys remember that video. I really like the work that went into these pliers. These are a good set of pliers. These ones, I'm going to say, are still a good set of pliers. I mean, everything still looks straight. The forging looks good. There's your manufacture date, 2022. It does have a threaded nut and bolt. So it gets press fitted over or pounded over, right? But overall feel, I can squeeze these nice and tight. And there's no deflection. I mean, very little deflection in the process. And they do trim down the weight here, keep it kind of fat at the outside, trim down the inside. So they're trying their best to keep this minimalistic. There is a guard here, obviously, as you squeeze down. Kind of keeps you from overdoing it in either direction. Don't over open, don't over close. And that's mostly here, guys. And I kind of like that. You're not going to sit here and pinch your hand on the bottom, right, and get yourself a blister. So some cool stuff that goes into a nice little set of pliers like these. So very unique, useful. I mean, let you guys see here kind of, I did this in another video. An idea is when you have like 2 nuts, right, close together, and you want to be able to get in there and remove one or the other, then you're able to throw these guys on there. And they're able to hold on and remove those items relatively easily. I'll show this picture here too. This is a caster wheel that goes, say, on a toolbox or what have you. You're able to get in there. Those are really hard to get to nuts, and most of your end wrenches aren't going to be thin enough to remove those. So what better way than, if you don't know what the size of that is, than to come in with either one of these 2 pairs and be able to just size in accordingly, grab it, right, guys, and have plenty of room to spare so you could tighten or loosen it. So again, 4 millimeters on this one, 2 millimeters on that head. Definitely a neat set of pliers. Now, I found these on Amazon, and you could order these through Amazon Japan. You're gonna get a little bit better price. Right now, I think they're about 25 bucks. I think I paid less than 20 bucks for these initially. And then these Sonodas are right there, around the same price. I think between 20 and 25 bucks for these as well. So depending on your flavor, what you want or what you need for your application, you get one, get both. I'm happy with both because it fulfills the need of being able to kind of have a pistol grip style and be able to come in at a 45 degree, or sorry, not 45, 90 degree angle versus a direct on angle. So both really good pliers, both really good pricing, both made in Japan. And if you guys don't know, right now is a good time to buy Japanese tools because the yen has devalued itself compared to the US dollar. So your dollar goes much further when purchasing overseas. So anyways, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Have you guys picked up a set of these yet? Do you have anything similar that you guys use? I'd love to hear what you guys think. And please like and please subscribe so you could see more of this content and so others just like you could see it as well. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.